Hi, this is Bob Mead, CEO and founder of iQagent, and this is an overview of the iQagent form creator. So let's get started. So this is the iQagent configuration tool, and we have a point of interest incoming bank motor that we've been working with. You can see we've got lots of documents and data points associated. There's the QR code. So what we want to do now is add a daily equipment inspection form to this point of interest. So we'll go to our forms editor. So in the iQagent form creator, we're just going to click New Form. So we have a new blank form, and I can just click on a control to add it to the form. And each control that we add has a toolbar. So this is our configuration menu. It allows you to change how the control looks and behaves. This is for display rules, and every control has this. We can also duplicate the control and delete it. So I'll just click Configure Control and give it a heading. So this will be the daily equipment inspection form. We'll give it this heading a medium size and just click the check to close our configuration. I'll add a horizontal rule and then a paragraph to tell our inspectors what to do. I'll go to my configuration and add some text, and I'll click the check to close that. We need to add the date of the inspection, and we need to add the name of the person doing the inspection, so I'll do a text box. And if we don't like the order of the controls, we can just drag and drop these around. We also want the name of the equipment, and we'll also add a drop down for area. And for our options, we will say production, engineering, and then we'll add another option for QA. And we'll set production as the default. Next, we're going to ask a question if production is currently running. And if it is, we need to get the production supervisor's signature. So I am going to add a radio group to ask that question. And we will give them the options yes and no. And then we're going to add a signature block for the production supervisor. We only want to show this if production is selected and production's running. So I can use my rules to do this. So my first rule is select area equals production, and then I'll add another rule. Is production running equals to yes. So I'll just save that. Okay, so let's add a couple of questions. I can just take this radio group and duplicate it. I'll just change the question. And my yes and no is already there, so we can just check that box. And then we'll duplicate that again, ask a second question. And this indicates a problem, so in the case of a problem, we would like them to enter in information about the problem and take a picture of it. We will add in a text area so that they can describe the problem. And then we will also use the annotation drawing. They can take a picture and draw on it if there's an issue. And we will allow the user to upload an image so that they can take a picture. And for the drawing, we could give them different colors and things like that. And so both of these, we would only want to show this if they answered yes to the equipment. So we'll go back to our rules and just say, okay, if that's a yes, and there's other things that we can choose here. And then for the annotation, we will put the same rule on it. And we will look at the detail and just say as long as it is not empty. So as long as they put some problem in there, then we're going to show the annotation. I'll hit save. And then finally, we will add an inspector's signature. And a submit button. And we'll save the form. Once we've saved the form, we can go back and add or rearrange the controls. So let's add an image to the very top of it. I can just grab my image object and drop it where I want and configure it, and I'll do an upload. And then I will hit save again. So now we have our form completed. If we want to see what it's going to look like when users fill it out, I can just hit try it out. And this is what it'll look like. And we want to associate this with our point of interest for incoming bank motor and have it automatically populate things like the equipment name and stuff like that. So let's go do that. We'll go to dashboard. Here's our incoming bank motor. And here's our info view list for our point of interest. So I'll just click add form. And I'll choose our daily equipment inspection, and it's going to give us a nice preview. And we can pre-populate the fields. So this point of interest is incoming bank motor, so we could pre-populate equipment name. And we will have it open in the reader mode. And we'll give this a name, and we'll just click add info. So first we'll check out the form using regular iQagent. I'll launch iQagent. And this is my iPad. You can see it's already picked up the point of interest. And there's, at the bottom, is my daily equipment inspection. So I'll launch that. And there's the form. You can see that it's already filled out the equipment name. So I'll add my name. And I'll select an area, production. And I will choose that production is running. And when I do this, my signature comes up. So we'll sign that. And let's say that I see a problem. So I'll choose no. And yes, there are issues to report, so that's going to show my text box. We'll add a comment, and that shows our picture annotation. So I'm just going to tap that, and I will take a photo. And I'll click use, and it'll show the photo on the form. And I can draw directly on the form. I can also drag these components around to make them exactly the way that I want. And then I'll just choose done and sign it. And then click submit. We can automatically view what our submission looks like. And here's the completed form. Later you can print this out to a PDF, and the information is also in a SQL database. We can also access this form in our new iQagent AR app. So let's take a look at that. So there's our POI. I'll scan it. And it'll add an anchor. There's the actual POI object. We can flip this over. There is my daily equipment form. So we could pull that up and fill it out. We could also add it as an individual link and place it in the AR scene wherever we wanted. So I'll just choose it from the menu. And just grab it and just add it over here. And so when you're in the AR scene, you could just select it and launch it from there as well. So you can see iQagent Forms Creator's got a lot of great features. It's an easy drag and drop interface. You don't have to have any special skills to use it. We have all the standard form controls from text input, videos, images, text box drop downs, geolocation, annotated videos, anything that you want there to create some really powerful forms. We also have required fields and validation so that you can require entry into a field and control the type of information that they put in. You can also snap images and annotate them on the fly when you're filling out a form so you can draw attention to a problem or an area of interest. And you can create dynamic forms using rules so you can control the visibility of any control based on the input from one or more controls on the form. And you can also pre-populate fields when you add these to points of interest so it will automatically fill out a lot of the information so you can concentrate on just doing the job. Saves a lot of errors and saves a lot of time. And there's also a customizable report summary so that you can easily find the report that you want. You can take a look at it. You can print it out as a PDF. And all this information ends up in a SQL database so you can integrate your form submitted data into your existing plant system. And for a short time only, you will be able to get unlimited forms and unlimited form users if you buy a 5-client license of iQagent. This is not going to last forever. We're going to be changing the licensing model early next year. And if you're not familiar with iQagent, we run natively on Android, iPad, iPhone, the Microsoft HoloLens, Windows 10 and Surface tablets, and the RealWear HMT1 wearable. So that's all I have for today. As always, you can visit us at iQagent.com or visit us on Twitter at iQagent or Facebook.com/iQagent. My name is Bob Meads. Thanks for your time.